Morning guys, welcome back. Saturday morning again. Just back from a little cycle with my good friend Francis, and as you can see, 29 kilometers. I started off with a full battery. I did quite a bit of cycling myself, kind of a lot of paddling I should say, sorry. And as you can see, battery level still showing good. 29 kilometer was the distance. The voltage of the battery is still reading 50.2. I think I started off at about 53.6. So happy to see that there. Obviously we're not drawing any current at the moment. The time, and this is what I've done on the bike so far. 73 kilometers. Came up in the past 5, the last bit, a little bit up the hill here to my own house. Most of that 20 odd kilometers today I did in pass 2 or pass 3. I noticed that, you know, pedal assist, whatever you want to call it. Pedal assist 2 is okay up till about, you know, it's like speed limits at about 25-26 kilometers an hour. Above that you're basically doing all the pedaling yourself, and then if you step it up to a pedal assist 3, it happily cruises along at just above 30 kilometers an hour, and you can put in as much or as little effort as you want. I put in quite a bit of effort this morning. I did another 22k cycle earlier in the week. I think it was on Wednesday. Some of you might notice that my seat is quite a bit higher up, and that is because I have my new seat stem on there. Okay, so I am about 2 inches or about 5 centimeters, maybe even more, maybe 3 inches, maybe about 7.5, 8 centimeters higher than I could get with the seat supplied with the bike. So yeah, that's much better for myself, far more adjustment. I think it's a 31.8 millimeter seat post, so if you're thinking of doing that, that's what you require. And the seat post clamp, I'm going to change that as well. That boy there, okay, not really happy with that one. It's a little bit finicky. Don't have an awful lot of trust in it, so I'm going to replace that as well. Yeah, other than that, everything is going absolutely fine. I'm going to come back with an extension onto this video, and I'll show you the slime that I've used and a few other things I had to do to the bike. Front brake adjustment, because the front brake pads are rubbing against the disc. So that was a fairly straightforward fix, but you just need to be careful what you're doing. And a small change I made. It's not pretty, and there's a bit of glue I need to remove from the original packaging. You're probably going to see me now in my own reflection, but I drilled 2 little holes on either side of the rear fender, put in a little black cable tie, because that thing, especially on a bad road, if you're going fast, there's a lot of up and down movement in it, and it would bang up against the underside of the carrier. Now they do supply a bit of foam, that's why you see that residue there, the glue, but I could still hear the flapping. So 2 small holes, I think 5mm holes or something, and a black cable tie, and Bob's your uncle, and it won't flap anymore. That's it really for this morning, folks. So just a little quick 5-minute video. People have been asking lots of questions and been commenting on my last video, and guys, I really appreciate that kind of feedback. So, you know, if you want to give me a like on the videos and subscribe, that'll probably allow me to make a lot more videos in the future, and hopefully maybe even try out some other bikes. When I come back to you, I will show you the difference. I'll show you the original seat post against this one. I also put on my little quad lock mobile phone support. I have that on, obviously this bike now, I have it on my motorbike and I have it in my car as well. You put a quad lock cover on your phone and that's it, you'll never look back. Super sturdy mount. Absolutely recommend it. Also, when I'm riding on the road, I don't know if I've pointed this out in the first video, but the bike comes with, sorry guys, I'm doing this on my phone, very unprofessional, but anyway. Okay, so the front fork comes with suspension. It's a bit soft. If you want a nice plush ride on good roads, you know, you can use the front suspension. I lock it when I'm cycling on tarmac. Suspension is a bit soft, but then, as you know, at this stage, I'm a heavy bugger. Okay, so yeah, lock suspension, but then everything works absolutely fine. I got that front light fitted. Had a little bit of rain and a few hailstones today as well. So I'm gonna have another look over the waterproofing. There are a few connectors that I can just about see, so maybe a little bit of heat shrink in places. The first battery, this is the second battery I've on her now. The first battery I took off at 42 kilometers. And the reason I took it off is if I was drawing quite a bit of current on my cycle, it was showing in the battery indicator at the top of the screen. Okay, or as they call it, the energy bar. So that energy bar isn't over reliable because I would have maybe 3 bars left. If you want to call it 30%, I would maybe have 3 bars left. But then going up a steep hill and past the SIS5, those 3 bars would disappear and the screen would start flashing. And when I got home and I parked the bike up, the 3 bars returned and it told me I had another 25–30% left in the battery. But you know, it all depends on how much current you draw. That's why today I kept a close eye on the voltage. And I'm no expert on this yet, guys, so forgive me. But like I said today, 29 kilometers and she's sitting at 50 volts. So that's good. I know that that's good. I had a really great cycle. And the battery is yeah, still in very good condition. Now it's not 100%, can't be in 100% like the energy bar is showing. But you'll get to know, I suppose, the bike and how it responds to use. The cycle I did, I'll attach it onto the video. I used what do you call it? Relive, the app, for the first time today. And sorry guys, I'm still a little bit snottery as well. It's not going to be a very nice video. And I have about probably about 45 minutes of GoPro footage of the actual cycle we did today. Not too many hills. That's why I did a lot of cycling myself, a lot of pedaling. I keep saying cycling. But right, okay, listen. Again, questions, just pop them in the comments below the video, and I'll be posting this up probably later on this weekend once I get the video of the GoPro. Just was a little bit creative yesterday and looked at my GoPro stash. So that's from a head strap. Took that off, screwed it onto this old cycling helmet, put on my old GoPro Hero 4. Probably need to invest in a newer style GoPro, maybe a Hero 7 or something with steady shot. That's the reason why I have it on the helmet and not on the handlebars, because on the handlebars here there was just way too much shake in it. Right guys, the sun is trying to peek through here. I'm going to go and have a shower, and I'll get back to you again very soon. Bye. Hi guys, I told you in my first installment that I was going to put slime in my tires, and slime is a product that claims that it can seal punctures up to 3 millimeters, and you know, these big 4-inch wide balloon tires, I think they're fairly prone to punctures. you know, especially when you're off-road and you pick up thorns or, you know, bits of glass or whatever it is on the tarmac. So I'll try and show you using my phone what I've done and what I've used. So the product itself, this is it, slime. And you want the one with the red label or the red markings on the label. And I've used one full bottle for a tire. On the back of it, I'll actually show you, hope that's in focus, okay, how much to put in a tire. And the way I've worked it out, because of the big balloon tires, that I would need a full bottle, which is I think it's 237 milliliter bottle. Okay, I buy these off Amazon. I can put a link in the subscription. The cap is also your valve stem removal, and as you can see, there's a little tube underneath the label. You peel off the label, you get out a little tube, and it's a really simple, straightforward process. The only thing you need to do is you need to take the air of the tires. Oh, stay there please for me. Actually, what I'll do is I'll bring it down here and I'll show you guys. So that's the cap. Okay, as you can see, hopefully it's also the valve stem removal tool. That's the little tube. That's what it looks like once it's used. And this is a bottle I actually used on my son's scooter. They look like you know, a bigger version of a wheel bar tire. So I worked out how much I needed there. So I have a little bit left here. So it's really simple. Use the little tool to obviously take off your cap. Can we see this? Take off the cap, put in the cap from the slime bottle, unscrew your valve stem. Be careful because, you know, obviously air comes rushing out and it wants to shoot that thing away, but it should sit inside the little tool. And then it's just a matter of attaching the little pipe onto your valve. I'm not going to do it again because I've already done my tires. Then the other side goes on top of the slime bottle. Okay, and then the most important thing is that your valve, oops, that's my big finger, that your valve is actually above 9 and 3 o'clock. So the valve is actually in the top half of the rim, so the slime runs down. You hold the bottle upside down, the slime, it squeezes in, really simple. And then you just spin your tire a couple of times, or you go for a, what is it, half a K cycle or a quarter of a mile cycle if you're in miles. And that's it really. You don't even notice that the slime is in there. I was worried that maybe, you know, you would feel it slushing around, but it doesn't do that at all. And yeah, so for this particular bike, I used 2 of these bottles. Okay, 237 ml bottles. I think they're €8 a bottle. But if it prevents punctures, hey, happy days. It's exactly what I wanted to do. And you could carry a little bottle with you as well, you know. I mean, I think they say over time, don't know how long, you know, you can re-slime your tires as well. One thing I found, as I'm picking up my old seat stem, one thing I found is that if you deflate these tires, they're very quickly to come off the rim. So when you re-inflate them, it's handy to either have the bike upside down or have it on a work stand, so you can actually make sure that the bead seats on the rim again. But it's not a big job, and I just inflated them with an ordinary hand pump, and I had no problem whatsoever. So the one other thing I want to show you is the seat stem. So again, from the phone, this is the original seat stem, and the highest it would be able to come out because of the marking on the stem is roughly, you know, sorry, there. Okay, and you can see the extra height I've gained with the new seat stem. Sorry guys, it's all a bit amateur is this, but I need to get a better camera. Okay, this seat stem that's in here, made by those people. I ordered off Amazon. £18, I think it was. I think it was something like 21 euros or whatever it was delivered. Perfect job for me. So I could use the original seat. The original seat's fine. Is that off the center a little bit? It is. The original seat's fine. So the next thing I'm going to change, which I have in the post, is the pedals. And although these foldable pedals, okay, they do the job for now, but they're a bit narrow and they flex a little bit because of the system and because they can fold, I think. So I've ordered some wider specific mountain bike pedals, yeah, hopefully I'll get those in sometime during the week. And that's it really for upgrades. Front brake, the pads were rubbing. I'm not sure if you can see this, but now it's all just about right. I just slackened off the 2 Allen bolts. This one and that one, I slackened them off, and it felt as if the brake caliper sort of automatically repositioned itself. So I wiggle around a little bit, you have a little bit of movement, a little bit of play there where it attaches onto the bike. And so eventually I managed to center the brake disc in between the pads, and there's no more rubbing because I hate those rubbing noises. And although I've only actually covered 70 odd kilometers, the more time I spend on this bike, the more I like it, the more I love it. Incredible value for money. Even this cycle this morning with my mate who was on his actual road bike, I had absolutely no problem keeping with him. I was up hills using, maybe drawing 7 or 8 amps. Sorry, watts. Amps? Watts? Well, listen, I'm still learning, guys. And I could go up the steep hills, no problem whatsoever. And, you know, in the end I did 29k and only used about 10-15% of the battery capacity. So as you can see, it's starting to rain. So as it started to rain, that's where the coverage stopped. So this is just some random footage of us hitting the roads in here in Northwest Donegal. This is me leaving home, going into Milford to meet my mate Francis. And just to clarify, I'm not going to be about, you know, extending the range of the bike and doing massively long trips. Other people have an interest in that, and to me this bike is just to help me out and get back to fitness. I really enjoy being out on a bike. The GoPro footage itself, as I can see now, is not really in sequence, but that's not really that relevant. It does give you an impression of the roads that we ride on. It's mostly on road. We didn't do any trails or anything along those lines here today. You see me looking down at the display every now and then, checking how much current I'm drawing from the battery and checking the battery voltage. That is more important than actually looking at the energy level bar at the top of the display. It's a fantastic bike for the money, unbelievable. 72 kilometers done now, but I really love it. I only really use the biggest cog at the front and then maybe 2 or 3 of the gears at the rear, combined with the pedal assist that will get me up any hill at this moment in time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments below, any questions you might have regarding the bike or my experience with the bike so far. Next time round I'll probably be looking a little bit more into battery range and how much I'm going to get out of a battery. The previous battery I took off at 42 kilometers, and I've since also received my replacement. No, sorry, I bought a replacement charger off Amazon. I think that cost me around £25 sterling, close to €30. Much better charger than the one that's supplied with the bike, but hey, listen, I don't mind spending that kind of money. Same with my seat post. You know, I'm customizing the bike to fit me. I'm quite tall, so you know, I don't mind spending 100 or 150 euro on top of the cost of the bike itself, um, to make it suit myself a little bit better. And that's the process that I'm in at the moment. So feel free to sit through the next hour of video, or scroll through it if you want. And at the very end, I do a little pedal assisted top speed run in pedal assist 5, on my way back home after I said goodbye to my mate Francis. And as you can see, Francis is on his road bike, and on the flat I was in pedal assist 2 most of the time, cruising at about 27, 28 kilometers an hour. Sometimes I would have gone into pedal assist 3. I think I was in 4 once, going up a steep little section. And on the uphills, you know, you leave your mates for dust. But yeah, overall delighted with the bike so far. And yeah, if you're thinking of buying one, guys, I have a link in my first video. There's a promo code in there as well, which gives you $50 off the package if you buy the bike with 2 batteries. And already know now I can highly recommend, you know, that you buy that particular package, because the battery on its own is nearly 300 euro on AliExpress. And I think it's handy to have 2 batteries. I can see the benefit of it. And it's also, you know, handy probably to have 2 chargers. The seller has posted out a replacement charger, which I'm probably going to keep in our mobile in Downings. So I have a charger at home and I have a charger over there. Never stop to get my batteries charged. You see, this is beautiful scenery all around where I live. And okay, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you soon in part 3. Have a great weekend.